Hey there, everybody. It's Sean from SeanSavern.com, and I just wanted to do a quick video about a subject that's been talked about in our home a little bit lately, and that's the topic of stress. My wife and I just had another baby, our third one, about a month ago, and so we have our daughter who's 4. Her name's Nola, and our second son is Memphis, and our newest arrival is River. And it's been pretty amazing, just the adjustment of having a new baby in our lives and in our home, as well as everything that is attached to that. And the baby being in the house isn't the major stress, but one of the things that's been a bit of a stress is that whole topic of finances. And not a lot of us like to talk about money, and we all know all too well the state of our economies. Even being a Canadian, we feel the effects, maybe not as greatly as others, but here in Canada we definitely do. And stress plays out in all of our lives. People get stressed out about money. They get stressed out about their future. They get stressed out about their relationships or their lack of motivation in life. There's a lot of stress that happens in people's lives, and most of it's controllable. It's almost, I would like to say, self-inflicted stress. And just wanted to share a real quick story about stress in our lives. And this isn't to pick on my wife, but this is just a real fresh example that I have to share. And the other day, she was doing some banking and she was organizing our finances, and she got a little concerned. As many of you know, when you have a baby, you go on mat leave, and that definitely changes the landscape of your finances, and things are a little bit tighter. And so she was doing all of our finances, and she got really concerned. She began to be stressed out because there was a lack. She didn't seem to have enough money to be able to maybe do this or do that, and so she started really struggling with being stressed out, and understandably so. And I just tried to do my best by reassuring her that everything was going to work out, that God had taken us this far in life, and He wasn't going to stop taking care of us now. And so for 2 days, she just was stressing. Her thoughts were just consumed by not enough. That where are we going to find the money to do this or to pay for this bill or to do that? And I just kept on doing my best as a husband to reassure her that everything was going to be okay. And I just kept on telling her that God was our source, and that He's going to take care of us. And so after 2 days of just being completely stressed out about finances, she did some math again, and I got home that day from work, and she came to me with a big smile on her face, and I said, "What's up?" And she said, "Well, you know how I've been stressing out about money for the past couple of days?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, my math was a little bit wrong. We actually aren't short money. We have X amount of dollars. There was a few extra $100 in our account that she didn't account for." And right then I was just like, "See, I told you." And I'm not one of those guys like, "I told you so," but I just wanted to make sure that she understood, and that it was almost kind of reminding myself that God is going to take care of us, and there wasn't any need to be truly stressed out. We have more than enough. We have a roof over our head. We have groceries in our cupboards. We have gas in our car. Our kids are taken care of. And I just began to really thank God for His provision in our lives, and that He's always been there for us. He's been so faithful to take care of us. And I have countless stories of how God has showed up just in the nick of time. But I wanted to share this video just to encourage you. If you're stressed out in life, and again, it could be in one area, it could be in multiple areas. Stress obviously plays out in different ways. It manifests itself physically in our bodies. Many turn to drugs or alcohol to cope and to deal with the stress, or rageaholics, or you get angry or withdraw. There's lots of ways that we show our stress. Our stress comes out in tons of different ways, but I really wanted to encourage you that today, although you might be struggling with a certain stress in your life, to know that even though you're stressed out, God's even there in the midst of that. And that you can turn to Him and you can ask Him to relieve you of this stress. And a lot of times when you think about, well, why do we get so stressed out? I think one of the reasons why we get stressed out is because we have a lack of understanding of the nature and the character of God. And so I want to encourage you who may be viewing this video today to spend time asking God to reveal Himself to you, to reveal His character, to reveal His nature, that He is good and that He is kind, He's faithful, that He wants the very best for you. He's loving, He's God of provision, He's the God of more than enough. And so I really wanted to encourage you today just to understand and to reflect upon the nature and the character of God, because He's truly good. And so I hope that in some way this might have encouraged you, it might have helped you in some way. But if you're dealing with stress today in your life, that you can take that stress to God, and that He will relieve that stress from you, and He will give you peace. I love the passage that says, "Come to me, all you who are weary, and I will give you rest." Those of us who are weary, those of us who are troubled, those of us who may be feeling weighed down by the stress and the weight of the world, that we can come to Him and that we can find rest in Him. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I'd love to hear some feedback if this has encouraged you or it hasn't encouraged you. But again, just thanks for stopping by. Take care.